With this configuration in mind for the listeners, let's create a listener. And within the main package, I'm going to have a class, and I'm going to call this as Kafka and then listeners. So obviously you can basically structure this the way you want in terms of packages, but I'm going to leave it within the root. So press enter. And now this I'm going to annotate with add component. And in order for us to have a listener that listens on our topic, let's have a method here. I'm going to say void and then listener. So currently we only have one listener, so listener. And within this listener, I'm going to receive the data. And because we are using Spring Boot in here, I can just say at and then Kafka listener. And here inside, I can pass the topic or topics. So I'm going to say topics. And currently, I'm going to listen from Amigos code. And also, we have to pass a group ID. So this is so that if we scale, i.e., if we have more instances of the same application, they can basically read from the same partition or topic. So here I'm going to say group ID. So group ID. And for now, this is a bad name, I know, but I'm just going to say foo, for example, right? Or you could say group ID. But as you have more listeners, then you want to change this so that it's unique. Now in here, I can then just do anything I want with this data. So for now, I'm going to say south and full screen received or listener received and then data. And let's add an emoji there. So I want to have an emoji here and I'm going to choose the tada. Yeah, there we go. Tada. There we go. And we are good to go. So I've got typo here and job done. Now let's try and restart and see whether this works. So let me restart the application. And currently, let's have a look. So you can see that we have group ID, which was assigned. And I think at this point, so I think I need to restart. Let's just see. I think I need to restart once more. But yeah, there we go. Have a look. So now we're actually reading from the topic, right? So we've published a bunch of messages. So here, have a look. We did publish before Kafka application. We published all of these messages in here, and then we consume them inside of this listener. So if I go to run, you can see that we have tada. So also remember, if I go back to my terminal in here, so this was open. Have a look, right? So I've got another consumer. So what we have is we have two consumers reading from the same topic. Next, all we need to do is to build a RESTful API that allows us to publish messages to a queue. Let's go ahead and do that next.